So I'm on turn, the 9:30 a.m. turn on April 7th, 1862, the Battle of Shiloh in April harvest. And not a lot happened at the 9:30 turn. Um, General Polk, for the First Corps for the Confederates, um, continues to delay. He's being attacked from the flank, which does allow him to fire defensive fire to some degree, but there's not much that he can really do. And for the Union, Colonel Rayeth's brigade is issuing defensive fire against First Corps artillery. He hopes to destroy it before it can return fire, but there's no effect. And in the Union part of the turn, well, McClernand stops the attack. He fails the attack stoppage with his division. Rolled snake eyes on that one. So with the 5th Division, Sherman, he's continuing to delay implementing his orders. William Wallace receives his attack orders, but it goes into delay, and Lew Wallace is still in delay. So there's just not much that happens at 9:30. So we'll go into the 10:30 turn, and we'll go down to the map. So at 10 o'clock, the Confederate starts, and General Johnson writes orders for Breckinridge to attack the Union left at Cloudfield. And that order will arrive in about an hour at 11 o'clock a.m. Meanwhile, Polk continues to delay, which is leaving Cheatham's division in kind of a dangerous position. Then we go to the Union part of the turn. And General Grant is now rewriting his orders for McClernand to resume the attack against the Confederate left. You can recall last turn, McClernand failed his corps attack stoppage roll. So this order won't arrive for an hour also, 11 o'clock. So Sherman has been in delay, so I decided to try to get Sherman to roll for initiative, which he does obtain. And now he can write his own order to attack Jones Field without any delay. William Wallace also implements his orders to attack finally, and his attack is aimed at Wicker Field. So now we have the Union attacking the Confederate right flank and the center left. Also, McDowell and Hildebrand, you can see this in the picture, maneuver against Cheatham's division. And Hildebrand is coming in from the flank. Johnson's brigade does issue some defensive fire, but it has no effect. And Hildebrand and McDowell join together and attack. And Johnson's brigade suffers heavy casualties, falls back, is disorganized. And of course, Cheatham has to take a casualty check, which he survives. Then we go to the 10:30 turn. Starting with the Confederates, Cheatham attempts to gain initiative, but this fails. He is allowed to pivot his units, though, in defense to brace for another round of attack from the Union. General Polk and the First Corps still in delay, and Sherman's division fires defensive fire against Cheatham, and Stevens' brigade is hit again, and this time has to fall back to Sowell Field, shaken. The Confederate fire has no effect. Then to the east in Wicker Field, the Union 2nd Division orders defensive fire against Breckinridge's reserves there, and Confederate brigade becomes shaken and falls back. Sweeney also takes a step loss, but remains in place with solid morale. Then General Grant writes an order for Lew Wallace to bring up his division, and he already has orders, but he's in D2, which is a tough one to get out of, so we're writing a new order. Hopefully this will work. It won't get there till 11, though. Lew continues to delay. General McCook and the infantry with him arrive at Pittsburgh Landing, and The Army supply is moved up to resupply Sweeney's unit, which is low ammunition. And meanwhile, Tuttle's brigade makes a move against the Kentucky brigade. Hildebrand and McDowell advance into Jones Field to make contact with Johnson's brigade. You remember, this brigade is quite beat up. The Union troops do receive some fire, and Hildebrand does suffer some losses, but the Union fires back against Johnson, and the rebels take another loss and remain shaken. Cheatham has to roll casualty again, and he passes, so he escapes injury during this firefight. And that brings the 10:30 turn to a close. And I thank you for watching, and stay tuned if you'd like to see the 11 o'clock turn, and have a great day.